Let's look at a story about my dad. The old Red Wrench of Key West, Florida. Oh my gosh, how funny. A drunk guy telling stories. Well, um, y'all got lucky. My opinion is you guys got lucky that he was, yeah, if you see in the pictures, a very frail, a very spaghetti armed, riddled with at least 5 illnesses. But let's have a look at this little video about my dad. He was so angry that a woman cleaned his coffee cup. And these women that are letting him tell the story, they actually think that it's cool. They think it's cool that this guy is a drunk SOB misogynist goofball. Let's. All right, here we go.
Let's talk about the story of when I was staying on the Wolf at Finbar's wedding, and I thought I was going to do a really good thing, and I cleaned your coffee cup.
Oh, I still hear about this one.
And Karen cleaned your coffee cup, and Scarlett almost cleaned your coffee cup. I've never seen you so mad in my life. Because it was seasoned for 6 months.
I'm really curious who Karen and Scarlett were. Was that Finbar's wife? Very curious.
That's to say, you never get used to that sort of shit. I always, all you gotta do is let a woman get next to a seasoned coffee cup, and she'll look at it, and she'll go, "Oh my God, look at this filthy, dirty fucking cup, and it's
black on the
crusted,
inside.
and it's seasoned, looks like the inside of a pipe,
Yeah.
and they'll shine that fucker up proud as punch. Hi,
So this drunk son of a bitch is bitching and fucking whining that a woman cleaned his coffee cup for him because it's quote unquote seasoned. How dare these damn women clean my coffee cup? What the hell, dude? They cleaned your cup for you. Like, this guy has no relationship with gratitude or sympathy. He's telling these stories about how angry he is that a woman cleaned his coffee cup, and these people are freaking incentivizing him for it. They're sitting there laughing at him, handing him cans of beer, paying his freaking bills. What in the actual fuck are you fucking people doing?
I did your cup, and I took your grandma's bedspread so it cut it up, made good curtains with.
You threw a full bottle of rum in the drink. You were so mad.
Oh, goddamn, I got so mad at one time about that. I was standing in a trailer house over.
Oh, so he didn't get to tell the story about what he did at a trailer house. He got so mad at a trailer house, some dang old woman done went and cleaned his coffee cup for him. You freaking Key West people, you guys are so... I'm sorry. You fell for this shit from my dad? Wow. Wow. Well, let's talk about this. Let's go ahead and talk about this then. You guys are lucky that my dad wasn't strong enough to do anything more than throw a bottle of rum and toss some women around on the wolf over there with Finbar's wife. Let's go ahead and look at this. Back in 2016, here's the report from one of your little buddy David Red Wrench, your little drunk dipshit that told you all these stories that you frickin' creamed your panties for. I apologize, but wow. So here's the report right here. It says, read it. I detained him by placing him in handcuffs. The boat was on tripod stands and there was a ladder leading to the front of the boat. Inside the cabin was a napkin on the counter. That's funny. The tripod stands on the front of the boat. Let's go back to a little picture from good old Red Wrench. Yep, there he is. This is exactly what that police officer was describing. There are the tripods right there, and there's the ladder. And there's your little buddy, Red Wrench. Oh, and look, he loves dogs, and he must be a great guy. Well, he was holding a screwdriver to the back of a frail woman's neck, right up inside of this boat. Oh, but he loved puppies, and oh, he smoked cigarettes too. Aw, you freaking brain dead people falling for this shit. My God. But let's go back to the police report from that boat there. So, as they said it right here, it's on tripod stands. And look what it says right here. Approximately 5 inches in a blue cloth cover, approximately 11 inches with blood droppings on the cloth. Close to the weight was a screwdriver with a black handle on the deck of the boat by the ladder. Okay. And then it says, the police officer spoke to the neighbors. Look at one of the things the neighbors say. They just heard yelling coming from the neighbor's boat right here, which was typical. So evidently that's just normal for good old David to be yelling at women in his boat. Let's read some more about your good old buddy David that hated injustice and was angry at women for cleaning his coffee cup, and you guys thought that was so funny, incentivizing this freaking woman abuser. The victim stated she was packing her stuff to leave and said the suspect started running his mouth, saying he was going to throw her into the water and the crabs would eat her and leave behind no DNA trace. She stated that he came out at her with a blue sock thing with something heavy in it and swung it at me. She went face down to the floor and wouldn't let go of the weight because it was heavy and he intended to beat her with it. She felt something sharp at the back of her neck and Myers said, "Let it go and I will let you live." So your little drunk dipshit guy that you're laughing your ass off about, saying that you love him, he had no problem holding a screwdriver to the back of a woman's neck, telling her that if she go ahead and behave, well, he might let her live. I mean, obviously you guys didn't know that David was like this, or maybe you did and you helped cover it up because he was an amazing boat mechanic and y'all lived on boats, but yeah, it's pretty freaking crazy. So she let go of the weight and he stabbed her. She started screaming and eventually was able to run off the boat into her car where her cell was located to call 911. The suspect stated, right here, and that would be David, that would be your precious little Red Wrench, told that Craddock to leave his boat and she started to pack her things. While doing so, then said she wasn't going to and that he would have to move her. She started to say, "I ain't going," and threw a bag off the boat. Craddock then grabbed something heavy in a blue cloth. And this is all according to David, Red Wrench, and hit him and then began wrestling for the object. She then started beating the hell out of him to the face and head. So according to the good old Red Wrench, this little woman was beating the hell out of him to the face and head. It should be noted that the weight was heavy and Myers only received one small laceration to his face. So David claimed that this woman was beating the shit out of him, yet he was able to get her to the ground and put a screwdriver to her neck. Another frickin' pirate sailor tall tale. Myers stated he grabbed a screwdriver and got on top of her, placed the screwdriver to the back of her neck and said, "If you don't let go of this, I'm killing you." So David Myers says that he was getting the hell beat out of him, yet he was able to pin her down and put a screwdriver to the back of her neck. Yep, just a lion-ass son of a bitch tall talesman. She ran out of the boat, called 911, so did she. Myers admitted to placing the screwdriver to the back of her neck, but does not think he actually punctured her with it. Okay, well, whatever. Due to the totality of circumstances and injuries obtained, Craddock's statement of the events were consistent to the injuries she obtained. So it sounds like her head was heavily injured. There are other pages of this document. David says he was getting the hell beat out of him, but somehow he was able to pin this lady and tell her that she was going to die and get fed to the crabs. So Your little precious David Lee Myers, dog loving, just want to smoke a cigarette and pet a dog, up in that boat. Up in that boat, he had a woman pinned down with a screwdriver to the back of the neck, threatening to throw her in the water to have the crabs eat her. While you
let's talk about the story.
While you sit there and pump him full of beer and put him up on high for his anger towards women about coffee cups. Yeah, no respect can I offer this type of bullshit.